One of the most talked about stocks that has had a big move down and is a penny stock is STSS. I just want to go over what I see here. I did analysis, quite from this thing, and I said, you know what? After this first drop down, give it time, and you can see, we kind of went down some more here. But it's not as violent as I'm seeing here. You can look at the volume candles here. We had this big volume. We had some buy pressure here, and then some red, then green, and red. What I like to do is I like to look for time distance away from this EMA 5. You can see this purple band is this EMA 5, and it is trying to correct to where price should be. And price will come to that. Every price comes to revert to the mean. And when you look at this stock, you can say, okay, well, it's very clear that it's in a downtrend. You have the 50 at the top and the 20, which is very easy to see that when price touches this 50, it can break out above it, but a lot of the times it sells off. And you see that over and over where it touches this 20 now and it sells off. So the point of this video is we can make a very nice correction to this EMA 5 and make monster returns. That EMA 5 is sitting at 72% gains. Very nice returns here. So the next thing I want to look for is a low K value, which is this KDJ under here. You can see on this first drop down, I never trade the first drop down. A lot of the bad news happens on these EMAs. But as you can see, this is a gap. A lot of the times with gaps, it takes longer to correct these EMA to the EMA 5. What I would like to see is price to just keep slowly declining or just either consolidate too, which is fine. Let the EMA 5 kind of get closer to where price is. And then we can look for price to come back up. And then how do I look for an entries is the KDJ. This K value is 5.36. If we can get near the 3 range, that would be absolutely awesome. But you can see right here, 10.49 is too high, 7's high, 6 is high, 5, we're getting a lot better now. So this is definitely bottoming out. You can look at the sector, healthcare, based in the United States here. I think this is, becoming a really good setup here. We got lots of volume here, didn't really have much volume here, and that's why we had this big sell-off. A lot of this stuff happens when you have low volume into high volume of sells. It can gap down fast, just like when you have low volume and high volume in buys. That's when you get the biggest runners. So let's pay attention to this thing. Let's see what it does. I'm very curious. I see a lot of these setups right here. I think it's best to give it time, especially when you have a gap type setup, okay? For me personally, I want to give this at least 7 days, all right? You could probably just give it longer since, this is a gap down. A lot of the times, if it don't touch the EMA 5 and 7 daily candles is long. But with gaps, you kind of have to double it sometimes. There's not like a true range, but I look for extremes in the markets. 10 days, I can see this hitting the EMA 5. I do like this consolidation pattern here. Let's just see what it does throughout here. Give it a couple more days, okay? You don't want to be too hasty. And also, when you're playing bottom reversals, do keep in mind, it's impossible to get the exact bottom. You need to accumulate these. Don't say I have $5,000 and I'm going to buy it all the way. I'm just going to buy all of it on 39 cents and then it gaps down 10%. You're like, man, this sucks, right? So you want to be able to make sure you save some funds to accumulate. Obviously, if this thing just goes terribly wrong, you need to have a stop loss that is reasonable, right? I say anything higher than 15% stop loss is too much, okay? That's too much. Play another trade because you obviously played this run wrong. That's why I try to be very specific when I buy this because I don't want to be down more than 15% if that happens. But also I'm going to do multiple accumulations to really keep me in the game. But after like 3 accumulations, I'm probably done, all right? So 7 daily candles. We're at 4 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it about 3 more daily candles. You can get in earlier if this K value is at a 3. It's at 5.36. Let's let this lose 2 more points on that K value. What's nice about this stochastic oscillator, it very rarely ever goes to the 2 range. It's never going to go to the 0. This stochastic oscillator is very nice because it's very predictable. It's not like your typical RSI where you look at it and be like, anything under 30 is oversold. That's not how I look for oversold patterns. I look for the Keltner channel, see if we're, on it, below it. I look for time distance away from the EMA 5. Bottomed out charts will, that don't touch this EMA 5 in quite some time will touch this. And then I look for a low K value. A lot of this is coordinated to how do I buy STSS, and that's how I do it. And that's how you can avoid a lot of stocks, like, for example, CYN. A lot of people are getting their butts roasted on this thing because they did not give it the time distance. It was not near this lower band. And guess what? This is down 40% after hours, and you want to avoid something like this. A lot of the bad news is not going to happen when you're closer to this lower band, when you have lots of time distance from the EMA 5, and when your K value is not low, or is low. This was a 11 on the K value. STSS looks a whole lot better. This is a 5.36. There's not just much. It's hard for the sellers to take this down, further than what these settings are presenting. I like this setup. I want to give it a little bit of time. But obviously, I see some other setups that I am in that are in a better setup opportunity to make massive money. So let's just see what happens. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, this is the time to do it. How you can lock in a price that is the best that you'll ever see. A lot of Discords charge hundreds and hundreds of dollars. They don't teach you how to trade. I'm going to make sure I one-on-one coach you. I'm going to do live streams. I'm going to make sure you understand this setup, these trades, and I'm also going to alert these in my Discord. And we talk about this all in the premium chat and everything. But if you want to join the premium Discord, now's the time to do it for only $12 a month and to have access to everything day trades and swing trades. And how you do that is click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. All you have to do to become a member is hit day trade alerts, and you're going to unlock all my channels on how I do a vast amount of knowledge and vast analysis of how I do something like this, and I rip it to pieces and I say, what's going to be the best, entry price, what is, these are the indicators, these are the only indicators you need. It keeps trading very simple. Obviously, we know it's a downtrend stock, so we know that this EMA 5 is going to be a sell-off point, right? And we know this is, every price is going to be pumped and shorted. It's a downtrend stock. Not a lot of people know that, and they listen to influencers say, "Oh, this is going to go back a dollar. It's going to fill the gap." That is not true. That for someone to say that is ridiculous, as that is not true at all. And I've seen stocks do 3 gaps. So. To do this strategy, I think you're going to love it. If you like this strategy and you master it, definitely look into my day trading strategy. It's actually my favorite, and it's a strategy that can make you money every single day. And it doesn't matter what the market is, bullish or bearish. You will make money every day. Subscribe on your computer to avoid the iOS fee, and for this time only, $12 a month, and it'll be a lifetime offer. It will never go up for you, and you'll have access to everything. Hope you guys liked the video. This is STSS. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. I also do live streams on this channel here that you'll get access to, and I hope to see you guys in there. All right, peace out. Happy trading.